My name is Zhang. I'm a research scientist from Center for Jazz at Georgia Tech. I work with Surajit Guhasakuta, a professor in city and regional planning. And my topic is about grid-based land use configuration optimization for watershed stormwater management. So this is my motivation because the normal the normal approach to deal with the stormwater problem is through the best management practice, which is mostly based on the engineering approach. But those trials, those practices are mainly based on the field skill, which is a very small skill, and but a lot of research are talking about like there's very few real case about how to do those kind of like practice on the watershed scale, because most of the research is based on the field scale. And so there's another option to solve this kind of problem is like we can use the land use pattern optimization to minimize the negative impacts of the land use development. So we have a lot of similar successful case for other object like animal migration and wildfire. But in the stormwater management part, there's very few research about that kind of work. So that's why I did this work. And the research area is in Beijing, which is the biggest city in China. The reason I select this area because this is a semi-arid area, which means like all the water on the surface can be dried out very quickly, and in Beijing there's around like 20 million people living over there, and there are more and more people coming to the Beijing, but the water resource in Beijing is very limited, and there's a rainfall in Beijing is around like 400 millimeters per year. And most of the water resource for the potable water is come from the reservoirs and the groundwater. There are around like 91 reservoirs in Beijing. But this approach to use the water source is very low efficiency because all the water in the reservoirs will be dried out very quickly. So we take some like field investigation in the Beijing area, and most of the reservoirs are dried out. So there's no water over there, but they spend a lot of money to build these reservoirs. So that's why this place need our research to do another alternative approach to solve the water problem. So this is my methodology. So I use a couple models to build my optimization methodology. So first of all, I use the land use pattern simulation model to simulate different kind of like land use pattern. So those land use patterns have different like fragmentation level and also have a different percentage of different land use types. Also, I use the process-based hydrological model to capture the hydrological impacts of different land use configuration and composition. Then based on this data, I built a regression model to estimate the impacts of the land use change on the hydrological system. And also I use another land use change model to define the constraints for this optimization model. In the optimization part, I use the simulated annealing algorithm to do the optimization work. And at the end of the modeling part, I also detect the change of the optimal value on the different land use development densities, because I want to see like if the urbanization is becoming more and more strong. And so the land use configuration optimization can land use configuration optimization still work to minimize negative impacts of land use development. So the results reveals that land use pattern optimization can significantly reduce the peak flow and the total volume of the stormwater. So if you are interested in my job, just please come to my poster. Thank you.